2022. This year, it would be 6 years old in 2019. How would it be like to use in 2019? Let's find out. In 2019, it only just got dropped from the latest iOS update, which is iPad OS, which is dedicated for iPads to make it a bit more unique to use compared to the iPhones. And it's currently at iOS 12, which is its most up-to-date software. This is quite incredible as it's been running on hardware that's over 5 years old at this point. And it's still quite smooth thanks to iOS hardware optimizations and performance improvements, which is quite impressive. I'll give Apple credit here as they're able to use really old hardware and still keep a modern operating system on it for quite a long time. That's quite respectable. For specifications, it's rocking a dual-core Apple A7 processor, PowerVR G6430 GPU, and a whopping 1GB of RAM. Quite impressive that the operating system runs quite well with just 1GB of RAM. 5MP front camera and a 1.2MP selfie camera, Bluetooth 4.0, and a 6470mAh battery, which is quite good for a tablet. For the screen, it has an IPS LCD display at 1536 by 2048 resolution. For performance wise, it's not really a strong performer in games as it's using quite dated hardware that mostly came out of an iPhone 5 and is pushing even more pixels than the iPhone 5 display. Hence, it isn't really that good. This results in an effect where you can't really play any 3D modern games, but you can still play Candy Crush on it without like much stuttering or frame drops for Candy Crush, but then 3D games such as like Minecraft and that will encounter some stuttering and frame drops occasionally. It achieved a 3D Mark score running the Slingshot Extreme benchmark of 798. Comparing that to a more modern smartphone, something like the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, it got a score of 3365. So that kinda explains the performance difference here. However, and probably the only good thing this tablet can do in 2019 is for multimedia consumption, like Netflix and YouTube. The screen is quite decent. Being an IPS display, you get quite accurate colors when watching things like YouTube or Netflix. The display is also being around almost 8 inches, is way bigger than your normal smartphone unless you use a Samsung Galaxy tablet every day as your normal smartphone, but that's also extremely bulky. It's also not so big that it's unable to fit inside like a small handbag or something like that to be carried around, nor is it very heavy. Weight is 331 grams, which is pretty manageable. The value of this iPad mini 2 in the second-hand market is also quite decent, as its price range ranges between 180 to about 240. Occasionally, if you are patient enough and you scour the market every single day, you could get even lower prices than this. Yes, there's other cheaper options such as the Samsung Galaxy Tab A, however, but that doesn't really age very well. Hence, the iPad mini will be more of a viable option for those who prefer a portable tablet with a decent battery life to watch shows or surf the web at home, which has a screen that's bigger than their smartphone, but not too big where they can't carry it in one hand. Yet another point, it isn't as expensive as a smartphone of today's standards. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, share, comment down below, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.